Alrighty, we
Oh,
are. So,
yay!
hello there. I'm Damionpyro.
And I'm chilling, cat.
Woo! And this is our Nerd Talk Live podcast. I'm getting tongue-tied like a motherfucker right now already. We just started. Bad sign. But hey, we're back. Sorry, guys. Freaking last week I had something happen. I got injured and whatnot. So we have a couple weeks worth of anime to catch up on, talking to you guys about, and other nerdy crap. I haven't really got as much nor other stuff as I'd normally go out and research and talk about, but we do have a few things to talk about. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get these chairs and stuff set up. Kat, do you have your little solo thing to talk about, or is it just our normal weekly stuff this week?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. You go ahead and
Yay!
start us off, and then
Tugan funky. I
Tugan
don't know.
Funky, huh?
That's
Tuganonki?
Tugan funky. Yeah.
Easy babies.
2 new episodes. Well, yeah,
Hmm?
2 episodes since I didn't do last week's.
Oh boy.
Time to talk about 2 animes.
Oh
Or
yeah.
two episodes of the anime. Not animes. Alright, 16, which is not so bad.
Mhm.
Of course, they find Jin
Oh, woo.
talking about things. Jin got a little riled up. I don't know who that guy's name is. One of the Onis. One of the top
Rivaling up
brass,
the
I
Onis,
guess.
huh?
Yeah, he's like,
Picking
I
fights,
don't
huh?
know. Yeah.
Some upper rank people and whatnot.
So Jin wants to leave and go fight the girl, but this one guy is like, nah, we need to make a plan. You can't leave. And Jin's like, all right, buddy. I'm going whether you like it or not.
Oh, putting his
So,
foot down, eh?
yep. So one of them was like, you're not going. And Muno's like, you know what? Let him go. Let Jin go, do his thing. So
Let him get it
Shiki
done,
tags
huh?
along to yeah, Shiki tags along with Jin to go help the little girl at the hospital.
Okay.
Shinya still can see through his eyes. Shinya Momoya. That's his last name. Momoya.
Hmm. Right. It's an interesting name.
Yep. So yeah, so they make
Momoya.
their way to the hospital. So Shinya is still looking through their eyeballs. Well, his eyeballs. Yeah, so they make their way to the hospital. Well, it pans to the Shinya and the others. Then it pans to them going to the hospital. Getting thing mixed up.
I got you.
But yeah, so
Happens sometimes.
Mudino's getting spied on, I guess. He's like, something ain't right here. So he goes off while Shiki and him go to the hospital. And then it turns out the fucking hospital's on fire. I was like, whoa. So yeah,
Oh,
the
they lit the
hospital's on
hospital on
fire.
fire?
Yeah, so the dude, one of Shinya's, yeah, gangsters, I don't know. I still don't know what to call them. Set the hospital on fire.
Like
Because
little
Shinya
freaking
told him to.
mob lackeys, huh?
Yes,
Little
because Shinya told him to. I'm
freaking
like, damn, okay,
goons.
I think, oh my god, why would you, aren't you guys supposed to be the good guys here?
Little off the rails, really.
Guess. You guys ever setting a fucking hospital on fire?
That is fucking wild for the supposed good guys to be setting a hospital that has some of their own people in it, much less in it.
Oh no. And doctors are all freaking out, like, there's people in there, I gotta go save them. They're like, no. So
You can't
Shiki and
go in there.
decided to go in there to, save people.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Jin is over here getting hot, and both of it's all blazing in there, bros. It's fucking hot. Shiki's like, no worries, man. I got Kishin blood. Apparently, Kishin, since his element is fire, so it doesn't really bother him.
I gotcha.
So he's
Kishin
like,
elements
all
are
right.
resistant to and can use whatever.
Yeah, he's resistant to fire.
Gotcha.
I'm like, hey, that's useful.
No, for sure. Him and Natsu sharing that fire, but although Natsu's more like fire immunity, I guess.
True. So Shiki got the idea to use that little whatchamacallit, the little blood thing in the vial to
Mm-hmm.
locate people. Shiki gets a little mad that freaking Jin can use it
I got you.
because he's got high IQ.
Ah.
Oh yeah, they described how it worked. It says people with low IQ can't use it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You must pass an IQ test before you can use this power.
So Shiki's or Jin like the only one who could probably use it. So yeah, Shiki's saving people, trying to die in the process, while Jin's
I
locating
gotcha.
them and stuff. Jin is bleeding now since he's been using it, and it hurts.
Oh,
Takes a toll on his head. So
freaking
his mind.
giving him an aneurysm, huh?
Yeah, it's
Making his freaking brain bleed.
yeah. So the girl's the last person that's in the hospital, of course. So Shiki found her and saved her and almost got killed in the process because the building was falling down. But Jin saved them
Damn.
just in time. But Jin got crushed. Well, not died, but he got like trapped
Really
between the
got screwed
rubble.
up a bit, huh?
Yeah, so he saved Shiki and got trapped in the rubble. Jin is like, I'm all right. Take her. His leg is pinned. So Shiki takes the girl outside, saves her, comes back, saves Jin.
Oh, big ol'
Shiki's like,
heroic
I ain't
moment,
leaving my
huh?
buddy behind. I ain't leaving you to die. I was like, okay, yeah, W Shiki.
Oh yeah, that was a good friend right there.
Oh no. Jin is slightly warming up to him, but not a lot. Little by little, he's warming up to Shiki. Still hates him, but got that Goku and Vegeta friendship here. That's what's funny about that too.
Oh, that rivalry style.
Well, it's not technically rivalry, it's more like friendship and how they act together.
Oh,
It's how they act with each other. That's why I think Goku and Vegeta.
I gotcha. Goku
So yeah, so
Vegeta.
they saved everybody. Yeah. So they saved everybody from the hospital. So they're planning out things. Why would they take a little girl on hostage when they then Jin went on the way to say like, wouldn't they kill her anyways? They were like, nah. Jin's like, hold up here. They're plotting something. So Jin tells Shiki that she has a little sister, saying that maybe she's a hostage as well.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
So
taking. Are they taking their own people hostage?
no, They're taking little women, little girls as
Yeah,
hostages.
but they're freaking like the Momotaro type people, right? They're not
Oh, that's
Onis.
true. Yeah, that okay, makes more sense. Yeah, that's true.
That's
Technically,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Jin finally found out they're after Shiki. I was like, finally. It's like he had
Oh,
a gut
his
feeling that
special
his little,
blood, huh?
yeah. So he's got a gut feeling that the little sister was now a hostage. Well, been a hostage. I was like, maybe, yeah. Shinya's
Oh,
just
because he
fucking
saved them,
watching,
so
or
using them for
Shinya, not Shiki.
hostages.
Yeah, so Shinya's over here just watching. The downfall of the power is that he can see through 36 people, but he can't hear what they're saying.
Oh,
He can only see through them.
so he's got visual, no audio.
Yeah, technically. So Shiki had the idea to maybe how to find the little girl. So he calls his Mobuntaro friend, well, his police friend.
Gotcha.
Fuck, I forgot his name. I don't know, yeah, his police friend, I forgot his name, but so Shiki calls him and Shinya's just watching. Shinya's like, hold up. So, well, he said Natsu, but Shinya doesn't know that. Well, he does because he can see through the. Bro's like, hey, wait, what? Bro's like, wait, what? So his fucking colleague is in call with Shinya. He does, but the dude doesn't even know. Only Shinya does.
That's pretty wild.
So yeah, so Shinya was like, "Hey, can I say hi to your little friend?" So he gave Shinya the phone. So he was like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" You know, normal conversation and stuff. He's like, "Yeah, is it raining out there?" Shit. So Shiki said he pulled out his arm to check. He was like, "No, it's pretty clear." And Shinya was like, "Oh, yep, that's totally him," because you can see through Jin's eyes. I was like, "Oh, damn."
Okay, so he's using it for his advantage there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So he's over here saying that so Shiki and my colleague are buddies, huh? They already know each other. Yeah, Mikado, that's what his name was.
Oh, I see.
So he's like Mikado and Ichinose know each other. Luck is on my side. I'm like, oh well, damn.
Uh,
Then it pans to
it's about to go down,
Murino
huh?
and yep. So it pans to Murino and Yosuke or Chosuke, whatever it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name starts with a CH, but they call him Yosuke in fucking English. I don't know.
I gotcha.
But yeah, so they start to fight. Well, not really. We're talking and the episode ends. I was like, oh man, we gotta wait until next episode. Now it's episode 17, The Vengeful Oni.
Ooh.
Woo! So it starts off with Mudino and I don't know what this dude's name is. Yosuke. So it starts out with a badass fight with Mudino and that dude.
I gotcha.
Rafa? I'm trying to speak here, Rafa.
Oh, character talking over. Yeah, I turned my volume down on mine.
Yeah, I don't care honestly. So yeah, Mudino and Yosuke are fighting. I was like, no, I'm having a badass fight here. So first off, let's start with hand-to-hand combat. Mudino is dodging everything, of course, because badass he is. So Yosuke's his power. Well, I don't know what they call. I forgot what they call it. The black mist. His is like a scythe and a hammer or sickle and something. That's what Mudino said. Mudino said something.
Okay, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell he said. Intro. which is kind of cool. A scythe and or sickle. A sickle and chain. That's what Mudino says. So Mudino releases his blade
Man, that's a badass weapon
blood release
combo.
clips, whatever.
I've always liked that since Inuyasha, the freaking I cannot remember her name right now. The chick that uses the giant boomerang, her little brother, he used the sickle and chain.
I'm finally
Sangwa.
happy that I get
I
to
think that's
see
what it's called.
Mudino fight for finally. I was like, hell yeah, Mudino fight, let's go.
Big
So yeah,
reveal you've been waiting for.
for real, dude, I've been waiting for Mudino to fight somebody finally.
Get to see what this guy's all about, huh?
Yeah, and he's Jesus.
More than just him flexing on some random fucking like
Momotaro.
fodder character.
Yeah. So yeah, they keep fighting, and Yosuke fucking threw his scythe at Mudino, and bro, Mudino's like, "Aight, bruh, watch this." Fucking catches it. And then, funny thing is, Yosuke, Yosuke, whatever, threw it at Mudino at like kind of fast, and Mudino catches it and throws it back at him like 10 times the speed. I'm like, damn.
Damn, bro, showing off big
Yeah.
time.
So yeah, so Mudino throws his scythe back at him 10 times the speed. Of course, Yosuke can cancel his ability. What the fuck did I say the first time? Okay, ability, since it's his own like
Abilities,
power.
bro. You know
Yeah,
about abilities.
abilities. So yeah, so he cancels his abilities, it's his own power now, so he doesn't get hurt. So yeah, then all of a sudden, Mudino, bro, fucking drop kicks his ass. I'm like, damn, he drop kicked him. I'm
Seems
like,
like bro's getting
damn.
fucked up.
Yeah, and so then Yosuke looks up, gets another dose of his attack. Of course, he's blocking all of it, but he get then then I don't know. Mudino throws his blood umbrella. That's what it looks like. It's an umbrella made out of blood. Throws at Yosuke, bro. Bro was not ready for that. He was not expecting that.
You know, that sounds hardcore, an umbrella made out of blood, and I wouldn't be expecting a motherfucker to throw an umbrella made out of blood at me either.
Yeah, and so his Yosuke's boss saying like, "All right, this is terrible," and Mikito's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It looks like Yosuke's gonna lose." He's like, "Yeah, I can see that from the start." Miko's like, "Should we give him backup?" And dude's like, "Nah." he's like, Yosuke's a freak. I'm like, "Whoa, hold up. What do you mean by that?" He's like, "So Yosuke loves to fight.
Oh, so this fight's gonna kick him up to a
That's
new level, even
that's
though he's
like
losing.
that's his core, dude. He loves fighting, no matter what."
I got you.
He's like, he loves to fight to the death. That's what gets him, well, the boss says, gets him stimulated. To the fight to the death,
Shit
apparently,
gets him hot
stimulates
and
him.
bothered.
Yeah, so, pans to them fighting and stuff. Gets them all fired up. So then Yosuke lets out a scythe attack. Fucking bro dodges it, of course. Bro said, alright. He jumped up pretty high too. Where the fuck am I? Then Mudino decided to like, you know what? Fuck it. Blood dragons. I was like, whoa. I'm like, blood dragons.
Blood
I'm like,
dragons
that's
are fucking
sick.
sick. Hell yeah.
I forgot what he called it. What did he call it? He called
Mm.
it something.
Called it fucking
His fucking
badass.
double twin dragons here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Divine Tears of the Twin Dragons is what it's called.
Oh.
It's fucking
Well.
blood dragons, bro. Holy crap.
Well, that sounds like some freaking.
I'm like, that's sick.
Think themselves upon a godly level at this point. Then.
I know,
Calling
right?
shit
That's just
divine.
sick, bro. Fuck yeah, blood dragons.
Yeah, for real though.
I'm like,
Blood
Moonaro's
dragons
gotta
where
be
it's
one of my
at.
favorites now.
Yeah, for real.
After
Especially if that's
after
his
I
blood
saw
art.
that,
It's fucking
yeah.
dragons.
I don't even know technically what his blood art is. Because he's got an
Apparently, whatever
umbrella
it
for
is,
a
he
weapon.
can make
Yeah, apparently
fucking.
it's because his weapon's
Oh,
an
maybe it's just
umbrella.
conjuration.
Oh, maybe.
Since he can make like certain things.
Yeah,
Like,
so he's got
he
an
made
umbrella. He can
fucking blood
summon out like
dragons.
freaking archers, blood archers, and fucking blood dragons. I'm like, what else can this guy not do?
Summoning for sure.
I was like, all right, this guy's cool. Who knows that badass? So Yosuke's boss finally comes out and saves him. And he's like, all right, we gotta leave. Bye bye. I'm like, all right, damn.
Like, what
So
did he do to save him? Like, how did he
he
save him?
teleported to them.
He's getting beat up by this guy.
Yeah,
He
bro,
can teleport
fucking.
people.
I guess I don't know. I think they all can do that. Well, maybe not all of them. Some of them probably. I don't know how that shit works. It looks like
Oh,
they
they haven't
teleported, but
explained
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's like another way. I'm pretty sure they described it. I just forgot.
Some kind of transport technique, though, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, so now it pans to whatchamacallit, Shiki and Jin. So they finally found a little girl. Well,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? Oh, damn it. It's not Moon. No, it's. Oh, crap. I forgot the dude's name. How did I forget his name?
The guy he was fighting, or the guy that was coming after Jin and Shiki?
Fucking Shiki's friend. I forgot his name already. Minako? Mikado. What? Mikado or something like that. Mikado.
Mikado.
Mikado. Yeah.
Mikado?
So Shiki,
Mikado.
well, yeah, so Shiki tells him, why are they doing all this anyways? Something about a little girl. Jen tells the story that he used to have a older sister. I'm just like, oh, okay, here we go. So now it
Right,
tells
backstory
Jin's
time!
backstory. I'm just like, yay! So Jin
Hey, you
tells the
always
story of
know
his.
something's about to go down when you start seeing these backstories.
Yeah, so Jin tells Shiki that his father was also a Momotaro. And his mother and Scylla's bigger sister was an Oni. But however, his father killed them. I was like, damn.
Oh, that's
His
fucked
dad
up.
killed his mom and his sister because they
That's
were
super
Oni.
fucked up.
So his father basically chose duty over their own fucking family.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, alright, fucking, it's your own family. Why would you do that?
Yeah, bro, that's some fucking hardcore shit right there. Especially like your wife and your child.
And yeah, and that's because the father found out they were Oni. So I was like, I gotta kill him. I was like, okay, wow.
Oh, he didn't know before that they were, but
He didn't
still,
know
like
they
you
were
figure,
Oni, but until they figured it out. I was like, I'll still choose my family over duty, honestly.
yeah, for real.
I was like, that's just sad.
Like, did you not actually love this person? Were you
I'm
just
pretty
banging them
sure
and
he
then it was
did
like,
until he
oops, I got a
found out they were
kid?
Oni. I was like, okay. I'm like,
Like,
oh
that's
man, the
enough to
mom
make you
looks
fall out of
fucking.
love with them now?
I was like, I like the mom.
You
I
gotta
love
question
anime
that,
moms.
that love there. How much was actually there, you know?
I'm like, oh, let's go. I get to see his mom. Let's go. Finally, somebody's mom, at least. Fuck yeah. Anime moms. Gotta love them.
Cat, do you have
She
an
looks.
anime mom fetish?
How do you know that? Yes, I like anime moms, honestly.
Oh shit.
I like them better than their actual daughters. At least some. Hell
He likes some anime moms.
yeah, bro. I don't think anybody else does except me.
Oh, trust me, a lot of people like anime moms. Cat, a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
people
true.
like anime.
I don't know anybody else except me that loves anime moms. But okay, back to the anime.
Kind of weird that you're the only person that likes, the older women.
So yeah, going back to the anime. Enough of me. So yeah, so they're still talking about the story about how their family and stuff. So he truly loved them, and of course the dad did until they found out what their Oni. Oh shit. So little sister, I meant big sister. Big sister was protecting the little brother because the little brother or Jin was actually out the house while all this shit was happening.
Oh, this all went down while he was gone, huh?
Yeah, but
Damn.
of course she comes back just to build story, I guess.
Comes back to see his Sasuke-style family murder.
Yeah, then he almost got murdered, but he survived. I was like, okay, damn. Bro, if you're crying too, I was like, alright, this is just sad, bro.
His dad let him go and say, hate me and get stronger only then.
No, because the dads thought he can't survive all that, you know, injuries, so he thought he was gonna just die there.
Oh, he thought that he
But the
did
dad
die,
doesn't know
huh?
that he's actually alive, I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. He's an asshole for doing that to his family, though, but he's got a katana.
Cat's like, damn, I like this guy's fighting style, but I don't like his personality.
I know, right? Bro's got a katana, so I fucking love katanas. Or any character with a katana. I don't care if it's male or female.
Right? Same. Gonna have to see this person fight now.
I know, I want to. Bro's about to come out, bro's about to
I
pull
think
out
you
the
just see it
fucking.
in the fucking backstory then.
I bet he's one of those people that brings out his katana, does like really fast movements with his really fast slices, sheaths his katana, and everything just.
Oh, oh hell
But
yeah.
those type of people, probably. That would be cool to see, though.
I
Honestly, I
wonder if
like
they're gonna
that.
set it up to where he has to end up fighting his son later.
Maybe, yeah, and that's what Jin wants to do. He wants to kill them. He wants to kill his own father. I
Oh,
was
well, then
like,
yeah, they're
valid
definitely
reason,
probably gonna have him fight
honestly.
later then.
Valid reason. Killed your mom and sister, so wouldn't blame you. Also, he's Momotaro, so also wouldn't blame you.
Right,
So
but wouldn't that make him
Jin's,
half Momotaro?
uh, no, because they literally describing it right now. How Jin is describing how it works. If a Momotaro and Oni do it, it's a 50-50. If it's either they get Momotaro blood or Oni blood.
Oh, they can't get both?
No, they can't have both.
I was freaking Shiki a special case because he's got Kishin blood then.
Yeah, I mean he's full on. Oh yeah, that's true. Cause what was the fuck is his name? Kinshin. I think it's Kinshin or something like that. He had he did it with like multiple women, like normal women. They weren't Oni at all. So Shiki's got of course Oni blood with Kinshin. blood. So also
Oh,
Jin
okay.
also has Oni blood, so he's not a Momotaro.
I got you.
So just Jin describes all that. Jin's like, alright, that story wanted to make me take a piss. So it pens the Shiki in the bathroom fucking crying. I'm like, that's funny. He didn't want to
What the
cry in
fuck?
front of Jin, so he went to the bathroom.
Wow.
He's like, alright, that story wanted me to make it take a piss. I'll be right back. So he just pens him
You went to go
fucking
cry?
crying.
Fucking hell.
You don't want to cry in front of him. I'm like, that's funny. So yeah, Mikado calls Shiki back, found the list sister. Then, oh my god, it pans to another fire. The house is on fire this time. I'm like, why are you guys saying this place is on fire, bruh?
Damn. Yeah. The fucking seems to be a running theme, them setting things on fire.
For real. Then the episode ends.
Well, damn. All
I'm
right.
just like, God, these poor children.
Right?
What did they ever do to deserve this?
Getting freaking hella traumatized out in here. Shit.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So you have any final thoughts about this? Also, I do need to check
Uh,
and see if we got any
I'm enjoying
comments
it. It's all
for
fucking low Tuganaki. Great, honestly.
me pass on here. Let's see. We got B Gamer and we got Mod. Oh, let's go. Hell yeah, Mod. Finally beat Nightmare 4 on Marvel Rivals. And B Gamer says, yo. So what's up, guys? Sorry, I was
Yo.
waiting for Cat to finish before I responded to everybody. Didn't want
Yeah.
to interrupt him. That's probably how we're going to pace things out from now on. So, like, once we finish talking, once we're on a subject, then we'll respond to any comments and things like that.
Yeah.
But how's everybody doing tonight? And go ahead and let us know. Also, if you're just popping in watching later, always feel free to leave a comment on the VOD. We will still answer those comments. And go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us out here. Helps us get out to more people.
Yep.
All right. So, you got anything else you want to add in? Anything else you want to talk about in particular that's something you're wanting to fire up, Cat? If not, we'll get on to the next anime.
Um, not that I know of now.
Okay. Doing good, just watching. Heck yeah. So there's not much to
Hell
actually
yeah.
watch, more of a listen, but hey, that's what we got to do for now until we can both get cameras and mics and stuff set up so you guys can actually see
Mm-hmm.
us. But until then, we just got whatever going on at the time. Just chilling,
Yep.
using random characters for avatars and whatnot.
Yep.
Alright, well, Kat, which anime do you want to start us off? What do we want to start off with out of our. Well, we got One Punch Man, Gotcha
You
Kuda,
gotcha, Kuna.
and do Gotcha Kuda first. Oh, okay. What were your initial thoughts about not this most recent one with Ryu and stuff, but the one that was mostly like Zonka's backstory?
Oh, whew. It's interesting. I love how Zonka got beaten by a woman. Like,
Oh
damn.
yeah. Well,
I
see, I
mean,
like
there
the
is
whole
literally people stronger,
build-up
so.
they had before that because they had Zonka going freaking hard. Like, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna show you, what somebody who doesn't have just natural talent can do, right? Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
show you what a mediocrity can do, and then they start the flashback and they like show like everybody in his like first off, pretty cool freaking feudal Japan style village, right? That's like
Yeah.
got this freaking whole protective dome, protect them from the trash falling and all that stuff. Like, it was pretty sick, honestly. Not gonna lie, man. Like, I was really impressed when I first went into seeing that. I was like, damn, they
Yeah.
got like that's the nicest looking place I've seen on the surface so far.
For real.
Right. But you see that everybody in school is admiring him. Is like, oh, he must
Yeah,
have
because
natural talent.
Zanka is
He's,
like the top dog of his
yeah,
class.
and you're like, oh, so maybe something like happened to like freaking somebody worked their ass off to surpass him or something like that, and then you're like, nope. Turns out this
A
motherfucker
transfer
was just
student.
working hard behind the scenes, right? Just working his
Mm-hmm.
ass off, fucking training all the time, and then finally somebody who is a real natural talent shows up and whoops his ass.
Yeah, she's kind of cute though.
Yeah, she was.
Also, she's got a katana. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's
That's what
what
she
she ends
picked
up
for her
choosing.
weapon.
I was
Yeah,
hoping we
and
were gonna see a
Zanka goes for
fight
the stick.
between her and freaking Zonka. Because they don't really
Well, you
explain why he was in that
kinda
well.
do.
Well, yeah, but with the wooden knife and he had the freaking
Oh,
staff.
yeah.
I'm talking about when she had the freaking sword and then like
And he
he
had the
picked
stick,
the
yeah.
freaking Asa staff, right?
Yeah.
So like I was hoping like they would show us like him come through, resolve, beat her with the stick, and then like freaking cut to the present time, and then he'd defeat freaking Jabber. But nope, no, we get something way crazier instead. We get this whole crazy speech for him. We get an engine motivating him and helping him get out of the freaking well by giving him that motivation he needed to climb out on his own and stuff.
Yep.
Right in the flashback, we see him coming up this crazy speech and starting to fight out back against Jabber, and then it turns out nope. In reality, he's just
No, he's just
hallucinating all
hallucinating.
of this shit.
Yeah. I was like,
Yep,
well, damn.
hardcore hallucination. He's just laying there with a freaking blade broke off in his fucking gut, right? And it's like, god
Yep.
damn. All right, that was a bit of a shock, right? And then, you start seeing Jabber wander off and all that, and then bam, fucker gets shot through the leg. That's pretty much
Yeah.
the end of the episode, right?
That's true.
But most of the episode was like them showing like what kind of training and stuff that Zonko went through, and apparently he was like a part of this really big named family. These people that make something called the Hell Guard,
Mm-hmm.
which I found very interesting. That like apparently his sister's some kind of prodigy because she's already a member of the Hell Guard.
Yeah.
Kind of wonder what kind of weapon she used, but I know everybody laughed at him after he chose the stick because apparently it wasn't even meant to be there.
You'll know, right?
He thought he was picking some like secret hero's weapon and everything like that. And freaking nope, there's just a stick that wasn't supposed to be there.
Yep. Turns out to be a badass stick, too.
Yeah. Well, that's because of what Engine told him. He's like, there's got to be something special about that stick, otherwise, why are you still holding on
Yeah.
to it?
Turned into a badass stick. He made
Yeah,
it
boy, it
badass.
does. Mm-hmm. Freaking hard
I'm
work
like,
and
wow.
determination.
Yep.
And apparently, he's a natural giver, according to Engine, so he does have a natural talent for something. It just wasn't what he thought it was going
That's
to be.
true. Yep, that is true.
It seems like all of them have some kind of secret fighting background.
Yeah.
Also, it seems like they all have something in common. Engine seems to be the one who recruited them, not the leader. So I wonder what the leader did to get somebody like Engine to follow him, because Engine seems to be the one going out and recruiting everybody and gathering up all the cleaners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, who all were members of the cleaners when Engine joined? Was Engine one of the first ones that him and the leader and Samui start like this group together? Because the three seem to be all at the top together, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm starting to think is that those three started the cleaners.
Maybe.
And that and the kid in the basement.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the kid in the basement, he apparently controls the freaking building.
That's true. I wonder how that one dude got the boss. Treatment.
Mm-hmm. And what's so special about that tattoo on the back of his neck that we're pretty sure blinked in that one scene?
Yeah.
Bro, tattoos don't just normally blink. Something's up with that.
For
Like,
real.
And that's not a normal tattoo, guys. For sure.
No, it is not.
But man, the
Make a
animation in this
move.
show has been freaking pretty peak, though. Like, all the
Yeah,
movements and
it's good
stuff in the
animation.
fight with Jadver and all that stuff was like really fluid. And like, I liked how all of it went down, all the clashes, all the freaking like, I don't know, the choreography they put into how he moves his staff and all of that stuff. So it was just really freaking good.
Yeah.
But none of it's got shit on the next episode's freaking choreography. Holy shit. That
Mm-hmm.
episode was fucking chock full. But before we get into it, you got any final thoughts on the episode? All the way up to the Jabber getting shot in the knee and then it ending?
It was interesting. Learned a lot.
Oh, well, yeah. And then also, I forgot that they first showed that fleshy red little orb that, like, they had hands attached to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was dragging him away. He said he was going to feed him to a trash beast. So I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
So is this how they make the trash beast? Is they using dead givers?
I
So
guess.
that way, because, you know, she found that one
so it
old
is
bottle
interesting.
instrument.
Yeah.
Very curious.
Yeah. Same.
And B Gamer said it'd be like that. So that's the only other chat we've gotten so far. We can go ahead and move on to the freaking
Next episode.
crazy episode. So start out with a little recap, Jabber dragging off Zonka and all that stuff, and us being like, oh shit, well Jabber, you know, Zonka's fucked, and then bam, kneecap shot, and then it's like
Yep.
several moments earlier, right? And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then it cuts over to Ryu versus that freaking blonde lady with the lightning hair. I don't remember what her name was,
Yeah.
to be honest, but her hair was pretty
Same.
cool.
That's true.
So I was right about the weakness needing to be that like she has to continuously charge her hair or whatever with the comb in order for it to be effective, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I was not expecting is her to make up for that weakness by being fucking insane at hand to hand.
Oh, I know, right? I was like, whoa.
Like she busts out that fucking acting like she's damn Hahachi from fucking Tekken. Fucking
No,
style,
for
like punches and stuff. Fucking sending Ryu across the battlefield, right? Telling
For
her she's
real.
got, you know, and this really hyped it up too, because I was like, oh damn, Ryu's about to get fucked up by this chick with hand to hand now.
Yeah,
You know, everybody's
and
gonna get
all of a
fucked up
sudden
here.
it was like fucking. All of a sudden Rio also fucking poses up and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
Rio can fucking
Well,
fight.
I liked the setup because like the blonde lady told her, she was like, you know, that weapon really doesn't suit you, like with the way you move. You know, it's like I don't think that like that weapon's meant for you. And she said, well, you'd be wrong about that. This weapon fits me well, but I will admit. And then she freaking shrinks it down back into a normal pair of scissors and puts it back in her pouch.
Puts away.
Then I'm a lot better at fighting without it. And I was like, oh shit, you're all dropping hands.
I was like, alright, okay.
Big time hands, bro, because oh my god, the choreography and the fighting that went down after that, like, I was not mad that we got like 10 minutes of just straight fighting right there, just constant fucking blows back and forth, man, that shit was hard fucking core, all over that
finally we
freaking
get to see
canyon.
hand-to-hand combat in this anime.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did get to see some of
badass
Simu. That was pretty badass, because when she fucking threw that rocket back and all that shit. But yeah,
true.
But no,
But it
this was
wasn't
between.
as badass as that, though.
Yeah, this was between two people that were like really skilled in hand-to-hand combat. You know, and I thought honestly that Ryu was going to come up on top out of all of this because like she was picking her up at first, but then
Yeah.
like the other lady started getting the advantage and stuff like that, and like when she freaking won that final clash and like made Ryu pop out her vital instrument and all that stuff again in order to defend herself and all that, like I was like, oh damn, it's gonna be over here. She disarmed her, like you know, this is gonna be the finish. She's about to go finish Ryu off, and then nah, Ryu's a fucking gangster. Pulled out the fucking gat, bro. Just pop pop. I was like, damn, where the fuck did that gun come from, man?
For real. I'm like, whoa.
How long has she had this thing?
I'm like, did she never know? I never knew she had a Glock.
Yeah, like I wasn't ready for that. And then she gives that whole speech about how, you know, she was glad that nobody could hear, you know, screams and stuff like from down there because that's the only
Funny
reason
thing
she was
is, she
even
didn't even
using the gun.
scream.
No, but it's because she was like, well, if you can't hear cries for help, shouldn't be able to hear a gunshot. Hopefully, then.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
You
she
know.
did take it like a champ, though. Not gonna
Yeah. Well, I
lie.
mean, to be fair, she shot her in non-vital spots to cripple her. Right? It's just like you won't die from this, but you definitely need to get.
I mean, that shit still hurt.
I'm sure it did fucking hurt, bro. She got shot in the fucking
If you didn't even get
shoulder and
shot
the fucking
fatally.
hip, bro. Like, but still, like, just that whole little speech at the end she gave. She was like, you're really
She's
lucky.
like, I promise,
I'm not
Injun,
allowed
I
to.
won't
Yeah,
kill anybody anymore.
yeah. She's just like, I don't kill people anymore.
I'm like, whoa, you still kill people?
Yeah, and she's like, wait a minute, those
And you're a
moves,
professional killer
yeah,
or something like that? That's what she said. I
yeah,
don't know. I forgot what she was
yeah.
like,
No, she
professional
asked for
assassin or killer,
yeah,
whatever it was.
professional hitman or hit woman in this case.
I'm like,
Fucking.
damn, all right.
So we got like a professional freaking assassin essentially. We have some guy that was trained in fucking post-apocalyptic feudal Japan.
For real.
We have fucking some guy who apparently adopted this kid who's crazy powerful, but we know nothing about yet so far. We have a
I
chick
know,
in a
right?
fucking, I don't know if it's like a dinosaur or mole costume or something. Some kind of
Hey,
costume.
she's kind of cute though.
Right? I wonder, I'm almost 100% guaranteeing that her vital instrument's that costume, but I'm kind of curious what
I
she
like
can do
her.
with it.
I like her face. I don't know,
Yeah.
most
I mean, that's
something
really
to
all you
say.
can really see of
Yeah. I
that
like how she's got
costume.
like color in her face, the red
Yeah.
shit. I was like, woo.
Yeah, I
She's kind
like
of
her
cute though. I'm not
eyes.
gonna lie. I like her eyes
With
too.
the little
Yeah, I was
X's in
gonna
it.
say. I like her eyes.
Little
I
red
like
eyes
her
with
in
the
general,
X's.
but she's kind of cute. She's cute
Yeah.
though. She's cute with it. Let's see
Kind
what
of
she
see her
actually
out
looks
of
like
that
without the.
costume. Yep.
Yeah, I was literally
Knew
saying.
it.
I was literally in the middle of saying it.
Knew it. Knew it. See, I know what you thinking, cat. But freaking
I'm pretty sure I can picture it. She probably just wears like a regular T-shirt and some like shorts or pants or something.
yeah. I do think because she was popping through all that stuff, and it did look like she came across that little red fleshy thing with the weapons in it, where they dragged Rudo to at the end of the episode, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm thinking that she's gonna end up helping Rudo in that fight.
Yeah. I want to see how she fights.
Yeah, I'm curious too. But we know it's going down now because bro took Almo's boots and put it up against that red fleshy thing, and it wrapped its little fleshy tendrils around it and started glowing. And I was like, oh
Yep.
shit. And apparently this is how trash beasts are made or some shit like that. And he's trying to make a whole new series of weapons from the Watchmen series, he said. So
Yep.
he apparently needs the jacket, the
It's gonna be
boots, and the
interesting.
gloves. Yeah, we're closing in the end of the season. I wonder, this is going to be the whole show is just going to be 24 episodes, or if, like, we're going to get a season 2. Really hope we do, because this
Yeah.
shit seems really good so far. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than what we've seen. You know,
True.
be weird for it to end right there. I'm sure is just the
Yeah.
first
Well.
big arc, first big clash. You know,
Yeah.
freaking seems like they're setting up a lot though. I definitely have some theories about the little red core thing. Like, I definitely
Yeah.
believe this is how they've been making the trash beasts is by killing these cleaners and taking their, part of
Oh,
their body and their
definitely.
vital instrument and freaking maybe killing them while they were wielding it or something, so like part of their energy still in it or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Maybe.
that's crazy. He mostly used weapon types too, so there's definitely something he's trying to make with these, like very
Yeah.
specific thing that he's trying to make. But man, you know, going back to Ryu, all right. So she finished that chick off, took off, she braided her hair like she was the freaking Wendy's girl.
Yeah.
Right, got the fucking two ponytails, except for she's not hanging them both off the front. One's hanging off the back, and one's hanging out the front, which is kind of interesting. Definitely an interesting
Yeah.
choice. I've never seen that done before personally, but you know, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But it's like back at the present, shows Jabber Dragon freaking Zonka, and then pop, 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 just she on fucking loaded on his ass. Like
Yeah.
shot the other girl twice. She shot him like fucking 8 times. Like
Yeah, it
fucking,
makes
it's like
sense
yeah.
though,
You're
cause
too stubborn to
she.
die. You should be okay with that. I was like, how is he gonna live? He got
Yeah.
shot 8 fucking times. What is he, 50 Cent?
Oh, all right.
You shot the fuck out of him, bro. Oh, also the music reference whenever he beat Zonka in the previous episode. I forgot to mention that. Did you hear the little music reference that they made?
Mm-mm.
Whenever the little song he was singing, I was like, oh shit. It's
Oh,
like, I
I
know
didn't
that
notice.
beat. Yeah.
I didn't.
I was like, the fucking smack that beat. That's fucking hilarious. And he fucking made his own
Oh,
little parody rap to it and all.
wow.
And like, I'm watching the Japanese version, so I'm sure it's even more hilarious in the English version whenever that finally comes out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that might be funny.
But
When did they stop
that shit
making
had me.
English?
They probably got like only so many episodes they were able to make simuldub before, like as them having to play catch up, because they I figured out like listening to a few different interviews how the process works. So they don't start doing the dub for an anime until the entire Japanese version's finished,
Okay.
usually. So like of whatever core and stuff they're doing. So they started doing that probably right before they started airing the show. So it probably got to where like they couldn't keep up with the dubbing fast enough, so they had to take a break. This happens in One Piece. Like One Piece will have a good long series of them adding the dub episodes, and then it just stops for a little while, and then it'll, you know, yeah. Give it a couple weeks. I'm sure we'll have the dub starting to get caught up again, because I'm sure they've already made some of the previous episodes dubbed already. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, it is weird. But I'll definitely, once they finish it, go back through and watch it all in English. I still need to finish watching Daima in English. I got right past the first Tamagami fight in English, and I haven't finished the rest in English yet.
Oh wow.
I've been watching a lot of things and doing a lot of things, though.
That's
So it's
true.
like I'll get it all done at some point. you know, freaking
Yeah.
been binging freaking Pokemon X and Y to freaking talk about that a little bit because I've never watched that particular series. So I've been going back and watching some of the other things since I'm waiting for more Horizons. Watching some of the crap that because I stopped watching somewhere in the middle of Black and White. That's when I stopped watching
Ooh.
Pokemon.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's
So
been. It's just
anyway,
like a long
before
time ago.
yeah. So anyway, before we go off on any other anime, let's finish off our first of our weekly animes here. So as we were getting into it, freaking she unloads the crap out of him. She saves Zonka. Then it cuts to Rudo getting freaking kidnapped, and it always cracks me up how the leader of the Raiders talks to Rudo. Right, talks to him like he's freaking a dumbass, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you knew how to think, you'd already know what's going on here. It's like, okay, that's wild, right? And I'm pretty sure when he slapped the boots on, that was supposed to be the final, like, I'm coming after your freaking gloves, boy. Like, you
Yeah.
hand them over willingly, or, I'm gonna fight you for them. And judging by the intro, I'm assuming they're gonna be fighting for 'em.
Yeah.
At least I hope that they didn't just tease a fight just to not give us one. I'd be very disappointed,
For real.
But that's where they end it all off. But I think we're gonna have the manhole cover chick helping, obviously her boss. But I think we're gonna have the mole chick helping Rudo. It might end up being something similar. What if her vital instrument lets her make like holes that can teleport or something? Because I think it is like a mole costume. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a mole dinosaur. I don't know what the hell it is, but it looks kind of mole-like. some kind of mole monster for sure.
She just wears a onesie.
Yeah. Got anything you want to add before we go on, Kat?
Great.
Yeah. The animation's freaking great too. It's real fluid too, which is unlike something I can say for some of the anime that have been going on this season. It's like that it has very fluid animation. Like the animation quality doesn't seem to like randomly drop at some points, except for like the
Yeah.
couple scenes they had where like. But I think they did those for like on purpose. Because it's supposed to like show off Amo's imagination or whatever and how childlike she still is.
Yeah.
Right, but other than that, freaking, it's been very much just the same animation quality all the way through, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
Moving on, freaking, let's knock out One Punch Man. We'll save my hero for last because I have quite a few
Yeah,
things.
I was
to
thinking
say
that
for
anyways.
Yeah. So One Punch Man, freaking,
Episode 4, I think.
yeah, something like that. Freaking, we're getting into the aftermath of the week before last, where Garo got the beat out of him, and the kid whose name I cannot remember, it's like Ten, whatever, starts with a T.
Something like that.
A kid whose name starts with a T. Right, he gets
Yeah.
kidnapped by King Ripper, who's supposed to be like a monster version of Jack the Ripper and all that stuff. And like you're showing off with him getting like threatened and things like that from the very beginning, and then it shifts to like Garo waking up and being like, "What happened? Did I lose? Did I get the crap beat out of me?" Right?
No,
And
no,
like,
right.
and him thinking about what all happened and starting to get angry, and like you see his muscles start to like grow and shit for a minute, and you're like, "What
Yeah.
the hell's going on here?" He's freaking
Bro's evolving.
slowly undergoing his monster transformation,
Yeah.
right? Because we cut back to more talking and
One
crap.
step to Cosmic Garu.
Yep, one more step
Oh, I can't
closer.
wait until that. I can't wait until that gets animated.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they're saving the budget for. Because I'm not gonna lie, there are some parts where it's like, all right, we probably could have had a little more fluidity. Even if you aren't going like crazy on the animations, there should have been a little more animation to some of these parts, like a lot more still frames than what would normally be necessary. But I honestly feel like they're making some of
Yeah.
these choices to save the budget for some of these crazy fight scenes to do them hopefully justice.
Yeah.
You know, like people's biggest complaints is that like the animation quality for even season 2 dropped a lot from season 1, and that the animation quality, like some of the pieces of the animation quality of season 1 were still there for season 2, and we just haven't got that yet from,
I didn't even.
you know, season
I
3.
didn't even
But
see season 2 animation drop. Honestly,
oh,
didn't
it did.
realize it.
It was the same kind of stuff that we've been getting now, except for in certain parts. But you know, they kind of had the same thing going on with some of the beginning crap for One Punch Man. Also, like the fights were all done like really well in season 1, so I'll give them that much. So, like every fight in season 1 was done really well, but like they saved like the really hype animation for those big fights toward the end and
Yeah,
stuff.
like
So
Saitama versus Boros.
you know, so like they, you know, I really think that's what they're going on with, is they're
Yeah.
saving it for those real big fights toward the end of the season. But other than that,
Yeah.
it's not good, but it's not bad. It's like high mid. And while, like I said, it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. Like it's still worth watching in my opinion. I will
Mhm.
admit this: we probably do deserve some better animation quality for this season of One Punch Man, especially this season of One Punch Man. So I can see why people are disappointed. Like I can see it, but you know, the whole reality is like it's not as unwatchable as some people are making it out to be. Like I'm definitely gonna be able to watch it all and cover it this season.
I mean, yeah, same.
You know, like I've definitely seen worse animation from other shows. So
Oh, definitely.
like far worse animation. Man, people forget about that one season of Fairy Tail where like it was literally it's supposed to be this big final battle between Igneel and Acnologia, and it was literally just two still frame dragons flying across the sky shooting still frame fireballs at each other. Like the shit looked so bad. And especially this one scene where it shows them like full animation for the people on the ground talking, but it's just these two fucking still frame dragons, like their wings, their claws, nothing's moving. They're just clashing in the background, like old school fucking Pokemon sprites. Like it was so fucking bad, and people still love Fairy Tail. You don't hear all this shit from people that like Fairy Tail. Like I like Fairy Tail, but I'll still admit that there was parts of the fucking anime there that didn't have that bad, animation. Plus they changed animation studios a lot. And that seems to be a common thing with anime these days, unfortunately. It's not the same studio working on this season as it was working on season one and stuff like that. But and we've had better stuff from this, animation studio, but they're still trying somewhat. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not like I said, it's nowhere near as bad as some of the other stuff, but it's also nowhere near as good as where it could be, especially with like a lot of other animes and what they're doing in this day and age. And especially being
Yeah.
seasonal from the start, because like we got a lot of new anime cutting in to coming in seasonal, like One Piece, which has been for many, 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 many years a weekly anime, is now finally going seasonal. Dragon Ball Super, when it comes back, is gonna be seasonal. Freaking Black Clover, when it returns, is gonna be seasonal now. Freaking Boruto's supposed to return seasonal. Like all these new returns of things we've been waiting for a while. They used to be weekly. They're all going to be seasonal when they come back. So like, and then the reason they're going to be seasonal is all for the same reason, to have animation quality. So like you're getting good episodes from these seasons,
Yeah.
right? So like you don't sit there and have to deal with like the beginning of Dragon Ball Super where that shit was rushed when it was first released. Now if you go to rewatch it, they've replaced it with all the redone episodes, so you don't notice how bad it was. Right? It's a
Yeah.
lot better now, but there were some like very horrible fucking frames in the beginning of that stuff. So, and some of that stuff's the animation studio is still being rushed. So who's to know that like later on down the line we don't get a re-release. Like they even did this once in Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, we had that one season that wasn't done the best because they kind of rushed too much, and then they came back through and they freaking reanimated it and re-released it. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping we get that treatment at some point with One Punch Man, like because it's got a big popularity, it's got a big following.
I
You
hate
know,
that they kind of like censored in some of the seasons though.
yeah. It does seem like they kind of censored some of the stuff in the season, huh?
Yeah. I'm sad. But hey, it was still good, honestly. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fight scenes were still good. Like Garo going all freaking monster. Like that shit was
Oh, let's talk
freaking
about
pretty
Attack on
amazing.
Titan.
Oh, Attack on Titan, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I still
Honestly,
need to
that
finish
was
that.
good.
We,
But
we might
honestly,
talk
yeah, One
about
Punch
that
Man
at some
Season 3 is
point.
good too. But
Freaking, yeah, we still need to finish. I still need to finish Attack on Titan. It's now all finally out, so I should have no more excuse for
that's
not
true.
finishing it. That was my whole excuse for not finishing it before, was it wasn't all out yet. But now it's been all out for a little while. Need to finish.
Yeah.
But, shit got a little ridiculous for a while with it, too. Like, But anyway, back to our One Punch Man. Like, freaking, so, we got King Ripper taking Kid whose name I can't fully remember. I just remember it starts with a T.
T Kid.
The
Alright,
ugly,
yeah.
ugly kid that freaking Garo
Yeah.
saves. Ugly kid, alright? Freaking,
Hmm.
he's getting ready to freaking kill him, and, all of a sudden the blade gets freaking caught and, like, snaps, and you just see freaking, Garo there, like, holding the blade in his hand and stuff like that. Right? And he's got this freaking look in his eye, like, one eye is freaking completely red.
Yeah.
And then he's got this freaking, just this bloodlust look in his eye as he completely punches the head off of King Ripper. Like, holy
I'm like, damn.
so it's like, and that's the part where I was like, they kind of censored that a little bit. It wasn't as bloody as it looked like it would be in the manga.
Yeah.
Like, there should have been some blood. He just punched this man's head off. There should have been some blood spray.
For real.
But hey, stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. And I still made it look
Understandable.
pretty fluid because, like, the next continuing
It's like,
scenes of him fighting all the other demon class monsters
I
and
hate
all
that they're
that.
censoring things all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like in the animes. I hate
Well, it's because
censorship, bro.
because they're trying to keep it a little more like the audience for some of these animes is literally from like 12 plus. You know what I mean? So like they're trying to keep it
Why are you
a little
fucking
more.
watching One Punch Man?
Well, you know, man, it's just the audience they've targeted this stuff for. Because like in other countries, they have to do that because in other countries it's not as acceptable all the violence as it is there. Like all these freaking manga with these crazy dark stories and these crazy freaking fights and like all this stuff. A lot of it in Japan is targeted toward children, like in the teenage age group,
Yeah,
as
okay.
well as adults. So like, and where they can get away with a lot of this stuff, they can't really get away with it as much in the rest of the world. So to prevent like full censorship, they're giving us this partially censored stuff. The same thing as like
How
in
about you
One
just get
Piece
rid of
in the
it?
Marineford arc, they just like freaking covered him in like black powder and like broke his mustache off and stuff when he got shot in the face by a cannon. But in the fucking manga, Whitebeard freaking literally gets half his face blown off. Like it's very gruesome looking.
I
Like it
know
is,
that.
yeah, it's
I mean,
fucking
if you can't
hardcore.
handle that, then get the hell out of here.
You know, and they're not going too hardcore into it with a lot of things, but there are some parts where like they are, and those are the ones that are more pushed toward children. Now, the more horror thing related ones like JJK and stuff like that, you most likely won't see any censorship there. Like they keep it pretty dark because that one's more clearly for adults, but these other ones fit time slots that are more mirrored toward teenagers and stuff, so they have to kind of keep it that PG-13 plus ish range, but not quite M. You know what I mean? Like they gotta keep it in that
Sure.
that area where it's not as blood and gory, right?
I
But
like
still
blood and
pretty
gory
action.
anime.
Oh, I like blood and glory too, but sometimes we can't get blood and gory,
That's why I watch the
unfortunately.
older ones.
That's why. Well, it's because they used to do it in a lot of older anime too. Like, there's a lot of stuff from Dragon Ball and Naruto and stuff like that that got censored real heavy. Hell, even the Frieza movie, right? In the freaking Frieza movie, when it rains all Frieza's parts down, it just has his parts falling from the sky, right? The freaking manga version of that, there was literal blood raining from the sky.
Mhm.
So, it's just some liberties that they take for censorship in some points. But the point is, we still got pretty badass fights coming off of them, and it ends off somewhere in the middle of that. We got a lot more cutting to King, King getting, like, the whole, oh, hey, you must have been out all night fighting monsters type treatment, because freaking, he came covered in the stuff from the hot pot, all the juices and stuff,
Yeah.
and they thought it was monster guts.
Yep.
And all that good shit, and then it comes into, Garo having this epic fight with this apparently dragon level dog, right?
Yeah. That was next
Like
episode.
demon dog, yeah. Yeah, I'm just bleeding them all in since I watched them back to both. Could just transition one to the other
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because like there really wasn't much that went on in between them. You know what I mean? Just a bunch
Yeah.
of talking and planning. Of like, oh, we're gonna do this. Like talking and planning like they've been doing every episode since the start. And the start was all talking and planning. At least we're finally getting some action, you know. And they're kind of a little slower paced than I thought they would, but I still think that by the end of it, we are going to end with, that big fight between Saitama and Garo. So I really hope they're not pushing that off to like a season 4. I really don't, because we had to
Yeah.
wait so long for season 3.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just so weird. And I guess that's probably another reason people are disappointed in the animation, because they've had so much time. Like, what were they doing?
For real.
Like, did they just start working on it like a year ago or something? Because, it takes a while. Like, it could take a week to just get one really good freaking scene. And unfortunately, even some of the animators were talking crap about the episode. Like, one animator in particular. There was this really clean freaking couple of minutes. Like, they were about a minute and 10 seconds each in him fighting King Orochi and him fighting that freaking demon dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he said that even though, those two parts that he did were done really well, the stuff that other people did around those parts that he did were so bad that it made his parts look worse.
Wow.
Because it didn't flow into them properly. Like, and I guess there was a lot of, like, him doing, like, 30 seconds here, and then somebody else doing 20 seconds here, and then, him doing another 30 seconds here. Things like that, so it's, like, really broken up.
Yeah.
And because of that, it led to it not flowing as well fluidly and animated, like the way that, a lot of people would have wanted. So, like, it seems like they need to get some things
Yeah.
in line with their team, for sure,
No,
with how
yep.
they're, going with the art direction of this, because they're mixing in some really good fluid animation, and there's, like, really cool stuff that happens in the fight scenes and stuff, but they're mixing it in with these weird still frames. That being said, though, if they would have put, like, better animation around some of the still frames and reduced some of them, like, they could have kept the one, for sure, where they did the manga panel still frame where it goes black and white, right, when he's fighting Lord Orochi. Like, that shit was badass.
Yeah.
That was a really cool still frame. But then they could have made the parts animated around it a little more fluid and better looking, you know?
Yeah.
Like, see, like, I'm trying not to be overly critical, but I'm not trying to not to be underly critical either, because, like, I did enjoy it. I do enjoy watching it. It's just,
Same.
there's parts that could be better, you know?
True.
Like, I'm not going to deny that. Like, that'd be really dumb. At that point, it would just be glazing,
Yeah.
But I'm also trying not to just, like, overly hate on it just because, like, everybody else has been hating on it real hardcore. And it doesn't
Sure.
deserve as
Sure.
much hate as it's been getting. Like, yeah, it can be, it definitely deserves some criticism. It for sure deserves some criticism, but it does not anywhere near deserve the hate that it's getting.
Yeah. True.
Like, that is very ridiculous. You got anything in particular you wanted to talk about during those two episodes?
Nope.
No? Nothing stood out to you?
Not really.
Well, I'm surprised you would have had something go on. Talk about, like, all the S-class heroes freaking interrupting to be like, hey, no, we got this shit. Like, don't worry, we're about to go save that kid. And all that.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, something like that maybe.
you know?
But no,
Your girl
nothing.
Tornado being in there.
Hey, my girl.
Fucking. I'm surprised you didn't have any comments about that. That's like, damn,
She's great.
bro's girl showed up in the episode. He didn't even, like, bat an eye about it.
She's awesome. She's great. She got details. That's in my
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I do like how they kind of had that Avengers Assemble style moment, though, with all
Yeah.
the heroes coming together, right? Because I also think they're setting up to her, because
I
obviously
like the.
he's,
I like that they kept the little fucking funny things for Tornado though.
yeah,
At the table. I
oh yeah,
noticed Tornado and their little chibi. I'm like, that's funny. I like that. Your little chibi self.
yeah, they always cut too.
Yeah, I
So,
like chibi Tornado too.
obviously Garo's going to be tearing through Lord Orochi and all that stuff, right? And he's going to be cleaning up the Monsters Association, but I think that we're gearing up, and hopefully that, like, some of the animation's been stored up, because, like, we're approaching some, like, good fight territory starting to come up finally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're getting closer to where certain things start to go down, and certain fights start to go down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm really hoping they kick it up a notch, man. Like, I really do, because, like I said, I've been enjoying it so far. And I just hope that they don't set us down too rough with all this.
Yeah.
Alright, Kat, so no final thoughts or anything?
Not really.
Tried
Great.
to trigger something for you, but it wasn't working.
No, apparently not. Great.
See if you hadn't just great. No comments about the
Great.
animation
Yep.
or anything.
Animation's alright.
I just I
Yep.
alright.
Could be better,
Well,
but it's alright.
time to end things off with the heroes then, you know? Little
Yep.
MHA, little My Hero Academia. Freaking
Yeah, so
kicking off Shigaraki versus freaking Midoriya, right?
yep.
Get some badass shit going on. I will say though, I was not expecting them to be this far already in their fight. Like,
Uh,
it surprised me that not even last episode, but the episode before, they already started going into Midoriya losing his other abilities,
oh,
right?
yeah.
And like started off with that collision that he had with Shigaraki, where he managed to take Danger Sense, right?
Mhm.
It's cool how they showed how Midoriya worked around it and how he showed like not to rely on Danger Sense and all that stuff. But still, at
Yeah.
first it was like, holy shit, like when I first read that in the manga, I was like, oh damn. So Shigaraki is about to get better. He's about to start picking off Midoriya's quirks and stuff like that. What I wasn't expecting is them to come up with this whole plan of like, yo, how about whenever you make impact with your attacks, one of us transfers ourselves into him and fucking slams in there trying to get into that core of himself. Like maybe we can undo him by getting into that core. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna take a gamble on you, kid, because obviously if we keep up this fight the way we are, like, he's physically stronger than us, faster than us, has more quirks than us, he's gonna kill us.
Yeah.
It's not like a fucking All Might when he fought All For One where he, like, could overwhelm him with strength. You know?
Yeah.
Freaking, like,
Yeah.
this was freaking, like, this bro's got All Might level strength. Like, this guy's stronger than All For One was. At
Yeah.
this point. Like, Shigaraki's freaking cracked at this point.
Yeah, he is.
He has abilities that aren't even actual quirks. They're just fucking his body's been modified to crazy levels, man. Like through the roof. Right.
Yeah.
But we did get some resolve. We did get freaking Toshinori, aka All Might, talking about how even though he's long freaking separated himself from it, he could still like sense the quirk that was once a part of him. He could sense his connection to it and all that. Right, and he was like willing to give up his connection to help break free freaking Shigaraki's little mind prison. And
Yeah.
we get the whole set up into like throughout both episodes. And like I'm actually kind of glad that we had a miss last week and stuff, so we could talk about it as like one continuous thing because it kind of flows a bit better this way. Because like it all leads into them desperately trying one at a time, just keying all these damn quirks in and transforming like you know Eri freaking wanting to save Midoriya and freaking what's his name, Kota or whatever.
Kota.
Kota, yeah, freaking taking her hand and be like, hey, I know we want to help him. There's nothing we can really do, but what we can do is like we can cheer him on, because like
Yeah.
he is our hero.
Yep.
Like, Kaminari worrying about, Midoriya is like, I know Midoriya is probably like the strongest person in the world right now, but why is it that, it's not like whenever All Might's fighting, like, why am I actually worried about him? They're showing like
Yeah.
these concerns that like Midoriya has a lot more people concerned about him, than everybody, like, than All Might even had.
Yeah.
Like, and all the stuff that showing like Midoriya's real freaking tactical side and like how he's been pre-planning a lot of this stuff, like how he got knocked to the ground that first time, but he like pushed through like the ground of black whip chains and freaking was like carving up the
Yeah.
ground to be able to freaking, prevent, like, if any point Shigaraki touches the ground to stop the decay from spreading to that volcano and making it erupt. Old Mount
Yeah.
Fuji, right? And then, freaking, even the whole setup, because, like, there's a reason that they do all this stuff. Like, there's a reason that Nana Shimura is the only freaking, previous user of One for All that didn't get transferred into Shigaraki. And,
Yeah.
like, now that they're surprisingly, and this is what I'm saying. This is what started surprising me. They put all the quirks in there already, and he's inside the little mental scape, like confronting Shigaraki, and like we're already there. And unfortunately, they do show in the teaser for it. They already show freaking him and Shigaraki colliding, and Midoriya's hands cracking apart. Too. So it's like
Mm.
we're already basically at the end of their fight.
Wow.
Yeah. Like there's not much of their fight left. Like we're getting Shigaraki's backstory next, and that's going to be most of next episode. And I'm assuming that other part's going to be at the end, where it's going to show some consequences. And then we're going to get to a controversial part in the manga, which I'm not going to spoil, but we'll see it
Aw.
next week for sure. We'll be able to
Aw.
talk about this next week for sure.
Now I want to know.
Well, you'll know because it has to do with consequences, and we'll talk about those consequences. Definitely, for sure, next week. Be big talking about those consequences.
Is it
So,
something that I'll notice?
yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, no, yeah, everybody will notice. Because the consequences, like, like I said, we'll talk about them next week.
Aw. Damn it. I tried.
Yeah, yeah, he tried to squeak them out of me, guys. But anyway, Kat, do you have anything you want to add about My Hero?
Great. Love it.
Like anything actual? I don't know, like anything you want to talk about, like anything that happened during it stuck out to
Um,
you. You want to talk about how amazing the animation has been. Anything?
I love
Anything
the
you've been
animation.
noticing about the
Animation.
story plot? Because like I can't talk too much about the story plot because I've already seen all the
No,
story plot.
honestly, not really.
Like no theories you have or anything.
Oh, no, not really. I need to start
Damn.
doing that then,
Yeah.
though. Probably. I just
Right.
watch.
Right. Start formulating opinions, bro.
I was like, I don't want to fucking think about all this stuff.
Well, it's just gotta
I'm
like,
gonna have to, though.
yeah, you gotta think about, like stuff that you like, why you like watching this stuff, like things that stick out to you, like what makes you want to watch it and things like that. You know what I mean? Just start kind of,
Animation
yeah.
and fights.
But like, what about them? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Anime ass.
any
That's all I got.
we'll try to get Cat a little more sophisticated around here, yeah, guys. We'll work on it. You give pretty in-depth things on like Tuganonki and stuff like that. That's why I was always like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
maybe there'd be like something in these that like really sticks out to you. I like that Gentle's still around.
True.
You know, bro's been having his little shine moment. They're helping all the people
Yeah.
evacuate UA that fell from the sky now. Cementos caught it after freaking Gentle slowed it down.
Yeah.
So over there still all pink aurored up and everything.
Hell yeah.
Right? Looking nice and good, man. That freaking, I don't really have too much else to say. I've been pretty much said everything I wanted to say, though. Spent most of the time talking about it. Like, I'm just really shocked that they're this far in it so far, man.
Oh, yeah. I would even never know. Or never knew. I
Yeah.
don't read manga.
Yeah, they're really far in it already. It's really crazy, honestly.
Oh man, I want at least like cooler, at least last longer.
Oh, there's still more things, but like their fight is pretty much over.
I want to see more fights. I
Well,
want to see
I'm
more
sure they'll
Shigaraki
probably,
versus Deku.
yeah, no, Shigaraki versus Deku is probably over, but I'm sure they'll have some kind of like little ending stretch thing, like those, because like they have like the whole little ending stuff for like in the manga, so I'm sure they'll probably animate a little more into it than what we got to see from the manga.
I was
You
so
know,
hyped too.
so hey, there's still some hype to go down. Like there's still a big moment and stuff to come down, like for the final little finish here. But like other than that, it's fucking like mostly wrapped up.
Oh man.
Well, I'm curious what they're gonna do for the big finale parts, though. After the whole little confrontation in Shigaraki's mind. So we got some things to worry about, and like I said, there's a little controversy things to talk about starting next week. So it's gonna get spicy, spicy. All right, so moving on to some final subjects here, guys. We're still gonna be moving to Mondays from now on. Just want to throw that out there. Figure like most of the anime stuff that we have happens over the weekend anyway. Monday's plenty of time for everybody to try to watch it and then us talk about it. Plus, you can always
Mhm.
wait till you've caught up before you watch our episodes. That's always a thing. And I'm gonna have a hectic next few months, but after these few months, we should be getting a little more cleaned out on like having more to talk about every week, and hopefully starting next year, we'll be able to start like getting the cameras and stuff set up.
Yeah, and more anime to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Next year is looking like it's gonna be a crazy lineup. Not just anime to watch, video games to play and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm waiting until there's three new animes I'm waiting for to come out. Well,
yeah.
yeah, what's it? You should probably already know. When one is what's it, 7 well, no, it's not that one. It's Reincarnate as a Slime season 4,
Mhm.
then Reincarnate as a Sword season 2. Still
Yeah.
waiting for that one to come out, and that
I need to get caught up on
long ass
Reincarnated
title
as a
name.
Slime before new season comes out. That way I can cover it with you.
Yeah, and that third one, the season 2 of a really long title I can't remember.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got OP
Definitely.
in a fantasy
Yeah.
world and
And
OP in a real world too, whatever.
there's some new anime too that I saw some recommendations of, so I'm gonna have to go in back through and look and try to find. That way we got plenty of things to talk about.
I also
Video
want to
game
watch some
front.
old, well not old, but like some other animes that I've been seeing
Um,
on TikTok.
yeah, there's video game
Seen
front. There's a few
clips,
games coming out that I'm a little bit excited
especially the
for.
Fate. I haven't seen everything of Fate, like the movies. I haven't seen the movies yet.
Yeah, no, I need to watch a lot more, but I've only seen like
Especially
some early
specifically, there's one movie
Fate
that we're
Stay
showing.
Night and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the specific movie. It was fucking Saber versus Ryder.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
movie. I was like, ooh, because I seen clips of the fight. I was like, holy fuck.
I know the Fate series
The
is pretty
animation
hardcore.
is crazy, bro.
We'll have to cover a lot more of this stuff. Uh, see, can't wait till I can actually start really playing. I'm gonna try a little bit tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna try to do at least an hour or two of streaming it tomorrow. And
Yeah.
try freaking streaming Arc Raiders, but I'm not sure I can like quite keep up in the movement and stuff department right now with my finger injuries. Still healing over here, guys.
Yeah. Finger
Unfortunately,
injuries. Fuck,
big
finger
big sad.
injuries.
Otherwise, that's why there's no real like. Normally, I run around and kill stuff while I'm talking. There hasn't been any of that because like I was barely able to get up here, guys. I was barely able to get up here. All right, too much button pressing involved. doing things. My fingers can't keep
Yeah.
up right now. That's why I've been streaming Digimon, which I will be streaming after this here in a little bit. Freaking some more Digimon. Digimon.
Digimon.
Freaking last night had those technical
Ooh.
difficulties because I accidentally
Oh,
dropped my
oh, again.
freaking got my PlayStation knocked down, and then when I picked it up, the freaking external hard drive where freaking hacker's memory is
Can I send this to you on this one?
downloaded onto got disconnected, so it freaking crashed the game. Of course, because
Oh
the
man.
game's on got freaking separated when I picked up my PlayStation. I knew I should have saved first. So last night I had to make up for an hour and a half worth of crap, and then like I set up a bunch of AFK training crap, basically just setting up the training on my 2 farms, and then moving away. And I came up with a new little farm idea for some experience craft that I'm gonna show off during my stream. So we got that to look forward to, you know. I have played a couple rounds of Arc Raiders. I did not know the first time I played that you could do a free loadout, so that's when I'm definitely doing my first several runs till I can start getting some decent equipment. Because the game is not a PvP optional. It is always like anytime there's other players that aren't on your team, possible PvP engagements. Can't really trust people from what I've been hearing, because sometimes people act like they're helping you and then kill you. So
Yeah.
I'll have to try to get different squads together and stuff. See if we can
Yeah.
figure out how to take over a map or something. Like maybe we can
True.
get
True.
everybody in the Discord server and like see if we can get everybody in the same match at one time, so we can just go around and like people can do like a loot race. So like because if we're all taking over, like we can just kill monsters and freaking loot stuff and not like kill each other. Obviously,
Yeah.
help each other get farther and complete our missions and stuff.
Yeah.
Really work it out. But definitely excited to be able to start playing that, because I'll be able to play with you guys that are in the Discord server that have the game, and also I'll be able to play with my cousin who's been wanting to stream the game and stuff. He's actually done a few streams already, and he was wanting me to get into it. So that's the main reason I bought the
Nice.
game. Also, my lovely girlfriend has helped me get because it was on sale for half off up until the 22nd for the complete edition that had all the DLC. I'm getting freaking Final Fantasy 16, so we're going to be having that playthrough after my thing goes show up. Woo! Final Fantasy 16 for the
Yay.
first time and all the DLC, so it's my first time playing it. Gonna have everything to do, all the DLC, everything, just ready to smash on through.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm about to kick ass, take names. And that's all. Actually, I was gonna cover the freaking new death battle that happened yesterday,
Aw.
right? Which was Dante from Devil May Cry versus the main character from Final Fantasy 16, but I didn't want to
Uh.
spoil myself. Because they always talk about the backgrounds of the characters and abilities and stuff like that. And
I didn't even watch that death battle one.
oh yeah, yeah. So I'm be
I only watched the hyped up
playing the
ones.
game, beating it, and then watching the death battle afterward, and then covering that. Oh, they're all pretty hype. Oh, hey.
Oh, I'm talking about
Yeah.
like the hyped ones,
No, this is
like
pretty
super
hyped one.
hyped.
Freaking very popular franchises going at it. Last one that they did was Buffy versus Blade. That one was really good. And I do like the fiction guy that they got, whose thing spelled like fish kun, but it's fiction. That's how they pronounce it, right? Like he has really good fighting coordinations that you usually see on YouTube and stuff like that. Like he does a lot of like coordinated sword fights and fucking fist fights and stuff like that. So they had them do a
Uh,
live action like fight between Blade and Buffy that was really cool. Found out Buffy was fucking cracked, bro. Like Buffy's hardcore, man. Fucking, she won the death battle, but like I was getting to is the battle was really cool, but bro's voice, like he definitely should have practiced like trying to do a deeper voice and stuff first, because like I watched his reaction to the death battle in general, and his friend like helped him like start making his voice deeper and stuff like that, and like he should have done some of that practicing before he made that, because his voice was not it for Blade for sure. It was like a young Blade, like a very young Blade, but he was supposed to be an older Blade, so his voice didn't fit. You know.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a really badass episode. They went really detailed into like all their
I mean, yeah,
abilities and stuff and their weapons.
it's reasonable too, because it's actually pretty hard to do a deeper voice impression.
No, oh, that's not
Since you
all.
got like a high pitched, kind of
Yeah,
like me.
it's not all that hard to like do a deeper voice out of nowhere, man. Like you really got to
That's true.
practice
Like
getting
fucking
it down.
Kratos, bro.
Yeah,
Boy, I can't do that.
boy,
Come on. Yeah, I can't do like him.
boy.
Bro's got a deep voice.
Yeah, no, I got that down. Actually, I gotta be careful because my dog Finra. That's actually what I do for him whenever he doesn't listen. It's go for like use his name a few times. Then if he doesn't listen by then, it always becomes boy. And then he's just like, oh, he brought out the dad voice. You gotta
Yep.
have that dad voice, cat. That's what it is. That's where that bass comes from.
Yeah.
It's the I'm serious voice, is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, but it just takes a little bit of training though to do different vocal ranges. It's
That's
not all that
true.
hard though. Like I've been working a lot with my voice because I got that audio series that I need to start working on again. Hopefully by next year I can start working on that again, get everything set up with my mic and all that stuff. Because like the last part, like I could have all episode 1 finished. I have parts 1, 2, and 3 out obviously on my channel already, but the fourth part and the final part for episode 1, like I'm literally just missing a few sound bites that I need to get and slap on the final
Ah,
product and upload it and everything.
yeah.
So once I get that all situated, we'll have more to come.
Let's go!
You know, I've been watching a few different things. Got to cover. I've been watch Digimon Beat Break. That's my anime I got to cover right now. Yeah, we started off with yours. We're getting toward the end. We're gonna talk about mine now. Yay! So Digimon Beat Break has been amazing so far. By the way, fucking high quality, fucking beautiful animation, great music, great voice acting. I don't know what the English voice actors and stuff are gonna be yet because it's only in Japanese so far as I know.
Aw.
But it's been really freaking good. I've been enjoying it. It's my first in Japanese Digimon since Digimon Tree or Try, which I started it when it was first coming out. It was like episode form in Japanese, but later on, whenever they started dropping it in movie form in English, I was just like kind of meandered on over to that, which I need to finish that series. I found they have them all on Crunchyroll, so that'll probably be something else I do to add on to here. Start finishing up that series. I'm gonna just restart from the beginning, watching all the movies. Just watch every single movie and just binge them all or
Yeah,
something,
true.
you
Makes
know.
sense.
But freaking animation's great. But there's one thing is like I've been waiting for since this anime started is when is that Gekomon gonna digivolve? Like, come on, man. Every other Digimon series, we've got the first Digivolution from our main character by now, but this guy, like, we've seen other Digimon digivolve. We've had Digimon that he was fighting digivolve, but Gekomon, as far as we know, still a rookie, and this is his first appearance in anything. So we've had a Gekomon before with 1K. This Gecko has 2Ks, and he looks completely different. And he doesn't have a weird trumpet thing. Because I don't know if many people, how much you guys' knowledge is about Digimon, but that weird little green frog-looking one with the trumpet, that's also called Geckomon, but with 1K. And then we got this bright green and purple one that looks really cool that I really like. But this is his literal first appearance. There's no other media, and he hasn't been spoiled in anything else yet. Like, this is his first appearance. We have no idea what he's going to digivolve into. There's a special, apparently, little short manga that we got that revealed his previous form, his in training form, and so we know he's a rookie level, and that's all we know about him. And somehow this rookie level was standing up to an ultimate in these last couple episodes. Don't ask me how that was going down, but anyway, so what happened is we start off with Tomoro, our main character, going off on a little brisk walk, to deal with all the craziness that's been going on in his life recently, because he's kind of been hit with one thing after another, like since them showing up and like having his freaking e-pulse glitch out this freaking Satama and all that stuff, and like everything that led into where we are now that I talked about last week, right?
Yeah.
And he comes across this cool little town where like there's these people all looking out for each other. There's little shops. There's a lot of food vendors and stuff like that. Gekomon keeps trying to go eat things, but he's supposed to be incognito because people aren't supposed to know about Digimon. When suddenly these like mafia style ruffians show up, right, to attack that little town. And when him and Gekomon are about to do something to like stop these guys, right? Another Digimon shows up, Pandamon, right? And he stops their freaking weapons and all that stuff, and he starts beating them up. But then, like, suddenly he starts, like, dropping down to one knee because, like, something's going on. Like, looks like he suddenly got real weak out of nowhere. And, like, that's when Gekomon freaking sees this one guy had knocked over this little meat thing that he wanted to eat. And he jumps out to try to save it. And it fucking hits the ground. And he's like, that was my meat cutlet! And freaking goes crazy on these guys. Freaking beats the crap out of them, makes them run away. That's when we find out that, Pandamon works for, like, this old mafia boss guy who, like, used to be a big deal and, like, have his own little gang and stuff back in the day. But they were, like, not your normal mafia where you'd, like, shake people down and do criminal activities. Like, they were, like, a protection style. Like, they'd protect the innocent people and stuff like that. Right, and they had this like very like chivalrous freaking code and stuff like that, where like they only protected people and they didn't go to pick fights or anything like that. Like they'd only step in and fight if they needed to save somebody, but like they wouldn't go to like try to take the people out before they would attack people or anything like that. It was
Yeah.
only self-defense style thing, right? Well, turns out that the old guy isn't Pandamon's owner. Pandamon's owner abandoned him or whatever. And this old guy found him in fucking vampire style leeching life force off of somebody's neck in the fucking alleyway. Right?
Oh.
But because he could tell Pandamon like regretted what he had to do because he was like crying about it and stuff. Like he was crying while he was doing it. Like he didn't want to have to do this, to live. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
they have to like eat E-pulse to survive these Digimon. So it's like showing a lot of roughness that they have to deal with, right? Well, they end up getting in a
Yeah.
big fight with like the leader of the freaking gang, right? That's coming after them, and he's got an ultimate level Digimon who's got a fucking Gatling gun, right? And
Oh.
I'm like, oh, there's ultimate level Digimon. Pandamon's just a champion. Geckomon's a rookie. And it shows like toward the end of the episode, like Pandamon jumping in front of the shots to like save Geckomon and stuff like that. Um, there's this guy that had this like construction type vehicle that they sent to go wreck the town, and originally like Pandamon and Geckomon fought him, and that's when the boss showed up like with his Digimon, kind of like a big reveal, like that's not the real villain, I'm the real villain kind of thing.
Oh
Starts
yeah.
shooting at him, and Pandamon jumps in front of Geckomon, and you're like, oh shit, so Pandamon's gonna die, and Geckomon's gonna finally Digivolve, right? No, no. We cut into the next episode. Yay! Fight's continuing. Bro's just machine gunning the crap out of them. Pandamon's taking all these blasts to the back, and all of a sudden Wolvermon just shows up and saves them. Fucking all the rest of the freaking Shining Dawn or whatever this team that he works for now is called. Right, Glowing Dawn. Glowing Dawn, that's what they're called. They all show up to save him and all that stuff. Freaking. Like, they make the guy retreat, essentially, because he's like, we're a little outnumbered right now. Right? And
Yeah.
we need to go gather up our strength. So they take off. They have this whole conversation. Pandamon wants to go after them, but the boss guy that he works for is like, no, freaking, like, that's not how we do things anymore. And he goes to try to settle things with the gang, but they just beat the crap out of him, and they leave him laying in the middle of the town the next day. And, like, while he's all bandaged up, Pandamon basically takes his jacket off and puts the little, Parenthood cup that they had down and all that stuff, right? And he goes to, finally confront all this stuff because Geckomon and everybody's going after that. And previously, him and Geckomon, they made this like bond, like sibling style bond, right? And apparently siblings share everything and including pain or like death or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
they're resolved. He's gonna go in and fight them with them. And he said he can't hold up the chivalry, so he's no longer the boss's child. Right? So Geckomon's like, well, that sounds harsh, but if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. So they go in, and they found the freaking base of the place, or for the guy, has got a bounty worth millions. So the rest of the Glowing Dawn's going with them. The main guy, who has that freaking really cool Digimon with the sword that I talked about last week, he actually ends up doing like his own little side thing, like sneaking into the base while they're going into the front and confronting the leader. He takes out like all of the grunts and everything like that, and all of, like his backup. So like it's just him at the end,
Mhm.
right? And they're having this confrontation, and it's mainly Pandamon. Like the other two are helping, like Wolvermon and the little Bat Digimon, but Pandamon's like really fucking laying into him. And at one point, he starts freaking, because he's missing all that life force, he starts dropping to the ground again. And Geckomon steps in, and, it's crazy to me. He's fighting an Ultimate, and he's a rookie, and he's actually keeping up for a little bit. And I think it's something to do with Tomura's E-Pulse. I can't wait till he finally Digivolves, because I'm sure it's going to be cracked, but this E-Pulse seems to make him, like, surpass his limits and make him able to fight stronger Digimon. But
Mhm.
as soon as the gang leader guy freaking put his E-Pulse further, like gave the Digimon, his Digimon more E-Pulse, he was able to like instantly turn the fight around and KO Geckomon. And we noticed Geckomon had disarmed him, right? Well, Pandamon had picked up the gun, and he'd shot it at the fucking Ultimate Digimon. Well, he goes to get the Ultimate Digimon goes to get his freaking gun back, and when he grabs his gun and pulls the trigger, it like explodes in his face and everything like that. And you're like, well, what the heck happened? It cuts to where like when Pandamon picked it up after he shot it at him as a distraction, Pandamon shoved his claws into the barrels of the gun and broke them off. So the gun was clogged up with his claws. So when the guy pulled the trigger, it made it explode. And then Pandamon used the last of his E-Pulse, he said, and it shows like the E-Pulse go from the Septama that's like in his, side him, like kind of like a heart, and it shows it like go through these veins into his hand and like reforms his claws. And he said, I'm using everything I have to defeat you here. So showing that like how the E-Pulse is used by the Digimon can really impact their moves and stuff like that, because this champion was able to summon the last of his strength and defeat this Ultimate, right? And while he's about to explode and die, freaking Geckomon runs up to him and ends up sharing his E-Pulse with him. So like the explosion goes off, and we think that him and Geckomon died, but nope, they survived. The Geckomon's E-Pulse was able to save him, and it was because something I was alluding to last week. Like I think there's something special about Tomura's E-Pulse. Like otherwise, why was he using his E-Pulse on his Septama, but when he was a kid, but it was jumping to other people's and making them arrow out too? Well, same thing happened here when Geckomon jumped on Pandamon. Tomura's E-Pulse did its little infectious shit, and it spread into fucking Pandamon and saved his life.
Yeah.
So, like, I have a feeling that at some point he's gonna be able to like Digivolve multiple Digimon or something like that. Like, he's gonna be able to do some crazy shit with the Digimon and his E-Pulse. Like, I feel like they're dropping hints toward it and setting it up, and I can't wait to see what all they go down with it. But it's still no Digivolution from Geckomon. They defeated an ultimate level Digimon now. No freaking Digivolving from him. It is absolutely crazy. Like, when are we gonna get his Digivolution? Hopefully next episode. Every week though, it's been the same thing with me. It's like, hopefully next episode. Come on, where's that Digivolution? But other than that, music's fucking fire, and the animation is fucking peak. Like, this is the best animated Digimon show I've ever seen in my life. Like, they're really doing good. And I noticed that Bandai Namco also did the animation on One Punch Man. I'm wondering if some of their budget went toward this Digimon anime more than it went toward One Punch Man.
Oh, probably.
They are using different animation studios, so they're just the ones heading the project. Bandai Namco's paying for the anime projects. So I'm wondering if they just paid these other people more than they paid the ones for One Punch Man. All I know is shit's fire. I definitely can't wait to see what they do with it. Hopefully we get some more Gekomon stuff in the future and maybe in some future games and things. Speaking of which, been playing Cyber Sleuth, which I'll be streaming right after this. I'm doing some eating and stuff first, a little prep, and then I'm going to get that stream going for the rest of the night. Get that sleuthiness going. Got some stuff set up. Can't wait to show everybody. Been binging Pokemon X and Y. I've got the first 2 parts down. I'm at where Ash just lost his 8th gym battle. Oh no. But he's starting to like figure out how the what they're calling the Ash Gray Ninja, which we know if you've played the game, it's called the Battle Bond Gray Ninja. They're getting that going down. But there's a lot of things throughout the anime that I liked how they've done. Because like I remember my time playing the X and Y games, and honestly, the anime just started coming out not that long after, right before I was going through a period where I didn't have any internet. So it was just really bad timing. Like I got to see all the way up to where Ash first got Froakie in like the first couple episodes of the anime, and that was it. And freaking, I hadn't even finished Black and White at that point. I was like halfway through Black and White, and I hadn't watched Pokemon for a very long time until Horizons. So, I'm getting caught up on some of that stuff. I did watch some like important battles. Like I did watch Ash's final victory in Alola, and I did watch his final fight against Leon and stuff. But I didn't watch all the crap in between all of that. So I got some stuff to watch, and I've watched the beginning of Sun and Moon, but only because I used to watch it with my little cousin CJ.
I finished Sun and Moon like 20 times already.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Well, I'm watching with him. I got all the way up until when I finished the parts where he went back to Kanto with the school, and freaking they battled Brock and Misty.
Yeah.
With them showed Mega Evolutions versus Z moves.
That was pretty far in too.
Yeah. I did miss a few episodes because like I was babysitting them and I was doing other things, but like I did see those episodes for sure.
Yeah.
And like I do like how in X and Y how they incorporated the other kids like Tierno and Shauna and freaking I forget what the kid who likes to take the pictures. They're your friends in the very beginning of the game in X and Y series. And depending on who you pick, you're either going to be Serena or you're going to be like Calum or something like that. I forget what the guy's name is. But anyway, your protagonist choices are Serena or that guy. And then these guys are your friends, and the other person's your rival neighbor, Which I haven't seen the other guy in there. Serena, obviously, she's part of Ash's team, but how male protagonists are, except for like Brendan, we're always like Ash ripoffs anyway, but they usually do something with them. We haven't seen him at all. So I'm wondering what they're going to do with him. But they did good with like Tierno and stuff, and they didn't do anything weird with them. I do think it's weird that they made Clement his traveling companion, but I guess they didn't follow the trope of making a first gym leader and a second gym leader his traveling companions. It was more of a like mid gym leader. But I guess they broke that with Iris though. But Iris is like an 8th gym leader, but only in Black and White too. I don't know if she's who he ends up battling, or if it's the guy who was Black and White 1's gym leader that Iris was like the apprentice of and stuff. So I'm curious how they're gonna do all that. I'll have to go back and watch Black and White sometime also. But I've been catching up on all the Pokemon stuff slowly. I'm almost finished with King of the Hill. I'm in season 12. So, just got season 13, and then, of course, going to rewatch 14 again, because watching 14 was what got me rewatching all of this in the first place, because, it started with them coming back from Saudi Arabia, and I was like, I don't remember them going to Saudi Arabia at the end, so I just said, fuck it. So rewatching King of the Hill. We got other animes we've been knocking out, been watching movies and stuff, so definitely got a lot of stuff to talk about in the future, but I think this is where we're going to wrap it up for the night. And we are going to try to do the podcasts earlier, but we are running toward Mondays. Monday's going to be the new podcast day. Seems to fit better anyway. So, going to call it here. Definitely don't forget to go check out ChillenCat, but I've been Damionpyro.
Yay! I've been ChillenCat.
And this has been our Nerd Talk Live podcast. Hope to see you guys next week.
Poob.
Woo. And I hope to see you guys when I go live next. Definitely check out
Yay!
ChillenCat_YT on YouTube.
Yeah!
And you